We're here in Oklahoma this morning. I come to enjoy the Oklahoma sunrises. They usually bring a lot of Alaska Canadas. I don't think I've ever been tired of shooting duck. We don't hunt waterfowl because we have to.
We do it because we want to.
We do it because that's what we love to do. Traditions always outweigh the conditions.
It's in our blood with every heartbeat. It is inhaled with every breath and exhaled with every cadence of our call.
It's our duty as waterfowlers to pass that tradition on.
People said we couldn't make a living selling calls and decoys for cold, hard cash. But we faced the odds and took a chance. Now this business is our livelihood. Like a well-oiled machine, we have to work as a team.
Day in, day out, we rely on everyone around us to make sacrifices,
To make tough decisions, to strive for greatness. Sometimes tensions rise and tempers break.
but at the end of the day, we are one. We are Avian-X.
Avian-X TV is brought to you by Browning, the best there is. Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession. Pattern Master, the science of shot. Go Devil. Heavy Shot, the industry leader in performance shot shell ammunition. Zink calls, a champion in every call. And Avian-X, fuel the madness.
That'll be pretty good. Get all these decoys together. Been watching these geese for 3 days straight, and the geese lately have just been congregating. And we're all spread out first the weekend, and it seems like they're all just grouping up. I don't know if they're getting ready to push south or what, but they're just all, might be hunting pressure too, but they're all congregating in one spot. So this field's just been stacking up every day and saving it for the Zink crew. Have a pretty good hide, so winter wheat field, but we got a nice drainage ditch with good grass in it, so should be good.
We're here in Oklahoma this morning. I come to enjoy the Oklahoma sunrises. They usually bring a lot of Alaska Canadas. We got a rig set out here. We got 2 Avian-X A-frames set up. We got, how many shooters we got today? 8? 8 shooters. So all we're gonna do is rotate people through and shoot 3 lessers. There's a couple thousand snows set up. We got about 10, 12 dozen Avian-X honkers out there in a donut spread. The closest decoys are 20 yards. And they got some walkers there in the middle, simulate geese just landing, so should be good. We got our blind all grassed up and we're ready to rock and blend it in. The roost is right over here, comes straight out of the sun. So we're gonna be filming in the sun, which is difficult, but it makes for some really pretty footage when they come in. It should be awesome.
This segment has been brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
We're here in Oklahoma this morning. I come to enjoy the Oklahoma sunrises. I usually bring a lot of Lasser Canadas. We got a rig set out here. We got 2 Avian-X A-frames set up. The rooster's right over here, comes straight out of the sun. So we're gonna be filming in the sun, which is difficult, but it makes for some really pretty footage when they come in. It should be awesome. Hey, they're coming right here. Yep. Okay. Just go and get in. You don't need to follow. Get them, boys.
Got another group right here, a little group to the right.
Come on, boy. Quick.
Nothing got out. Watching you on
When you guys just ran out.
I don't know. My gun's leaning up right there if you want to use that spread. Me and chances are in there.
Yeah.
Even though
Jesse.
you. Get ready, boys. Get ready. After 30-some years of waterfowl hunting, I've never caught a duck or goose out of the air. And it's not because I'm fast or in shape. It's just I was in the right place at the right time. Fox and I were out gathering up the geese. I looked up, here comes this lesser canada flying right at me. I just reached up and grabbed him right out of the air.
Go catch that one.
Hey! Did you get that?
Hey, that's 6. That's 6 right there.
That could be catch and release right there.
Husky.
What we want to talk about is the lesser spread that we use here today in Oklahoma. Now we have rye or wheat in here as a cover crop, and even though those lessers were landing up here on the hillside, it's hard to hide. So we chose this bushy fence line area right here, this low-lying area, and we set our spread of about 10 dozen Avian-X honker decoys in what we call a donut spread. Now the spread is 30-yard circle. From that decoy there to the first decoy upwind is 30 yards, and from that decoy there to over here is 30 yards. And it's just a giant circle called a donut spread. If you see lessers naturally feed in a field, they land in a perfect circle, and they'll be solid geese. And as they feed, they start to spread out. They go their different ways. As the new geese come in, They like to land right here in the middle because it's safety. They don't have to worry about coyotes or predators, birds of prey. Young juvie lessers will land right here in the hole, and a lot of times on the upwind side. Now, as you can see, the boys today, even though we have a circle on the upwind side where we want the geese to sit, they thickened it up, okay? It's 8 to 10 decoys thick, where the perimeter downwind is only one single line of decoys. The geese land, but one thing that's really important is your spacing. Now, we come out here this morning and we set a white 5-gallon bucket, and we paced off 20 yards from our Avian-X A-frame. In the dark, everything looks very far away. When we started setting decoys, we thought it was way further than that, but because of the bucket and the range, when the light came up, looked really good. And then we got to hunt out of 2 Avian-X A-frames that we blended in. Now, we had grass on it. We had some warm season grasses, but the guys pulled up all this Bermuda grass that's native to this area right here and just blended it in. And so the front of the decoys are 20 yards. The furthest decoy is 50. Most of the geese that we shot landed when the dogs retrieved them were right here in the front of the pocket, 20, 25 yards away. So next time you're out hunting lessers, try the donut spread, Avian-X A-frame. Don't worry about ground blinds. Use a natural cover. I think you'll be more successful.
This segment has been brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession.
I want to talk to you about the new Avian-X honker decoys and what we have new for 2012. Now, as you look out across here, I think the most important part about all the Avian-X honkers is simply the amount of body positions and postures. The Avian-X honkers come with 6 unique body positions with 16 heads. Now, what's that do for you as a goose hunter? It allows you to look like live geese in the field. Not just your old decoy rig where you have 2 or 3, 4 different poses. We're talking about setting a decoy rig that when you look out across your rig, it looks exactly like live geese. Some new features for 2012 is all decoys, heads are attached from the factory for durability and ease. And then we have the new rectangular base for better support, and it collapses. We call it the retractable motion base. You simply just push in, okay? And you can carry this decoy. It's easy for storage, for placing this decoy in a bag, or even carrying, or very important, on cold days in the wintertime, you get snow or ice, you can lay these decoys right down on the ground, the wind won't blow them over, so it gives you so many more options. You simply just pick the decoy up, place your thumb right here, fingers under the base, simply pull up, snaps in place, and you're ready to go, and you still have motion in the wind, and then you have all the different features that makes this the best honker decoy made today. Another new feature on the Avian-X AXF flock honkers is our individual decoy bag. Now, what makes this decoy bag so special is it protects the decoy. It's custom fitted for each decoy, and it also protects the decoy much better than a slotted decoy bag. A slotted decoy bag is made of a thick material to make it rigid, and that thick material acts like sandpaper on your decoys. These bags are specially designed to protect your decoys for a lifetime. For more information on Avian-X honkers, check us out online at avianx.com. Get him. On this hunt, we were very fortunate. We were able to put a bunch of shooters in the A-frames and grass it in, blend it in, very easy. But right behind them, we had the hunters lined up. All the guys were ready to go. And thank God, because when these geese started coming, the time the first flock that we seen to maybe the last flock we seen was maybe 30 minutes. We basically had our limit shot even before the sun came up.
All Canada geese are typically called honkers by us waterfowlers, including the lesser Canadas the Avian-X crew are hunting today. So where does this subspecies originate and migrate to? Lesser Canada geese breed, hatch young, and spend their time in the inland zone of central Alaska and western Canada from spring through early fall. Large family groups move south in impressive flocks. Moving south during their seasonal migrations, Lesser Canada geese have a broad wintering range. This includes the Pacific Northwest to northeastern Mexico as well as parts of Oklahoma and Texas. On average, this subspecies is smaller than all other Canada geese. They average just about 5 to 6 pounds. This segment has been brought to you by Pattern Master, the science of shot.
One of the best ways you can protect your dog against cold weather is a neoprene dog vest. Today we're going to talk a little bit about proper fit, and getting the right size vest, and then also how to customize the vest to fit your dog. First thing you want to do is measure your dog, and there's sizing instructions that come with the vest. You measure around the chest and the neck, and that's going to get you close. We're going to go ahead and throw a vest on Piper here. She hasn't had one on, so it might be a little bit of a struggle. Work her legs through, and I'm going to show you what an improper fitting vest looks like. As you can see, this vest here is pretty baggy. There's lots of room where Piper could get her legs caught up in the holes here, and this is what you don't want to happen. You want a nice snug fitting vest so that the dog's not going to get hung up on debris or get her legs caught. Now we're going to show you a proper fitting vest. Alright, now you can see it's nice and snug. There's no way for Piper to get her feet caught up in the vest. Once you get the right sized vest, then we customize the vest to fit the dog. How I like to do that is I grab a marker, as the dog's sitting or standing, mark on the inside of the legs, and then also in the rear to cut out the amount of fabric that we need to make sure the dog's skin isn't going to get rubbed raw by the vest. And using a sharp scissors or razor blade, we can trim the vest out exactly the way we need it. There are many benefits to having your dog wear a neoprene dog vest. It protects them against cold weather, and it also protects them against the corn stalks and debris, barbed wire from cutting their chest. I'm Craig Klein with Fisher's Kennels and Hunt Club. Remember to keep your dog warm and dry when hunting in cold weather.
Thanks, Craig. Those were great training tips from the field. From all the members of Team Eukanuba, I'm Dr. Eric Altum, wishing you a great hunting season.
Scouting is a large part of the game, but it's not enough just to find the ducks. To win the game, you'll have to decide what you'll do with the hand you've been dealt. The Avian-X crew has found an Oklahoma mallard honey hole, with ducks also dumping into a spot across the road where they've been feeding hard. To avoid burning out the spot with just a few opportunities on a bunch of finishing birds, they instead set their spread along with the Avian-X A-frame blind off to the side.
Cut it, boys. Get him. Wow. I don't think I've ever been tired of shooting ducks.
This segment has been brought to you by Zink Calls, a champion in every call.
That mossy oak duck blind blends right in by the time they see it. It's a sin, shoot where they're going, not where they've been. I got 12 ducks with that green paint job, 6 more circling right on top. I love living life with my eyes to the sky.